Hey, happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope you are doing well. It's the middle of the week. We are inching towards summer. We are going towards the middle of June, and summer will be here pretty soon. It starts to feel like it, though. On some days, we still have here in San Diego, we have what's called the June gloom, which most of the days are overcast, not cold, just overcast. And but soon enough we will be enjoying the sun, hot summer days. And yeah, this is In the Raw, unscripted, unpracticed, unedited conversation. We've been talking about intimacy and what it means according to God's word, according to the Bible. Intimacy mainly with God, of course, but also intimacy with each other. It's not what most people think of when they think about intimacy. It's not like a sexual type of relationship. It's a relationship where there is no how can I put this? Relationship where there is transparency. Let's put it in those terms, where there's transparency, nothing hidden. And that's how we should be with God. And we're basing this in a verse that is found in 1 Corinthians 13, 12 and 13. It says, "For now we see only a reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part. Then I shall fully know, even as I am fully known." And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. So we've been talking about this the last 3 or 4 videos, and we have been defining what faith is. Faith is trust in God. We can't have intimacy if we don't have faith. And then we talked about hope. Hope is assurance in God, and we cannot have intimacy without hope. Hope is necessary to have intimacy where we are secure. We are assured in God. We know that everything will be all right, even when things are not good. And finally, the third thing, according to 1 Corinthians 13:3, that is required for intimate relationship is love. And the Bible tells us that God is love. He is the essence of love. I believe that love is the greatest expression of intimacy. When you are intimate with someone, when you are intimate with a friend, with a lifelong partner, your husband, your wife, when you are intimate with God, of course, it is all based on love. And love is the greatest expression of intimacy. When we experience God, we experience love. There's no way around it. When we experience God, we experience love, because that is His essence. He is love. He is love. God is love. Paul says to the Corinthians that love is more important than faith and hope. He says the greatest of these is love. I think Paul says this because love is the only thing that will continue in eternity. Think about it. When we are in heaven, faith and hope will have served its purpose. We will no longer need faith when we're face to face with God. We will no longer need to be hopeful because everything would have been fulfilled. But we will always love God, and we will continue to experience love in eternity. I believe Paul says love is the greatest of these three because it is an attribute of God. It's, like I said, it's His essence. Faith and hope are not part of God's attributes or character. He doesn't need to have faith like we do because He doesn't have to depend on anything or anyone. He is God. He has no need for hope like we do because He knows all things and He's in control of everything. But God is love. and will always be love. The end result and the ultimate reward for intimacy with God is love. If I say I have intimacy with God and I don't have love, I'm like a noisy piece of metal. That's what it says in 1 Corinthians 13. If I say I have intimacy with God and I don't have love, it is useless for me to speak on behalf of God and know all his secrets. If I say I have intimacy with God and I don't have love, it is useless for me to give everything I have to the poor. If I say I have an intimacy with God and I don't have love, I can't be intimate with God. The first and the last step in being intimate with God is to experience God's love. Love, as you know, is the key in any relationship. A relationship can be interrupted by anything, but it will never, ever be broken when there is love. Because love endures everything. Love supports everything. Love goes beyond any problem, any situation, any downfall. When there is love, the relationship cannot be broken. And if you haven't experienced God's love through his son Jesus, today's a good day to consider this. Being in love with God will be the only way, listen to me, the only way that you will experience true intimacy with him and intimacy with others. Again, I repeat what I said at the beginning, not the type of intimacy we are used to, but the intimacy that will take you beyond any situation you can live in life. It will carry you. First, that intimacy with God, where you know he knows everything about you, and you are open to him, and you are seeking to know him more and more and more every day. And also the intimacy with other people, because it will carry over to other people. So if you want to experience that, all you have to do is say, God, forgive me of my sins. I have sinned. I have gone against you. Please forgive me for that. And I want to know you better. I want to know who you are. And I want to accept you in my life so that I may have that intimacy with you and get to know you better. And if you say that prayer, and if you really mean it, and if you really want to have changes in your life, then find a Bible teaching church that will help you grow, that will help you develop into that person that you need to be for God first and then for others. All right. Well, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and we will talk to you soon.